All right, fall fishing essentials for the White River. If you're heading up to the White River this fall, this is the must-have gear. When it comes to rods, grab your 5-weight, grab your 6-weight. Typical trout setup, use it up there, no problem. But it is streamer season, so we need something a little bit more heft to it. So let's talk about rods. One of our favorites is the 9-foot 8-weight. This happens to be one from G. Loomis, the NRX Plus. Easy casting, great rod. Sage makes the Salt R8, which is one of my personal favorites. But whatever you do, think about weight. And when we're talking about weight, it's the actual overall weight. And something you can do is pair the rod up with a super lightweight reel. This is this Sage Arbor XL. Great thing about this one is that not only does it have a really nice smooth drag system, it's all machined aluminum, but it weighs almost nothing. So when you're casting this all day long, you're not going to get tired, you're going to get worn out. You can go up there and fish for 3-4 days straight, save your arm, save your elbows. Great reel. All right, when we're putting this thing together though, let's talk about the line. Because it is streamer season and they are generating, you need something that's going to be able to get that fly down in the water column. The Rio streamer tip is a great one to use. It's got a super heavy weight forward tip on there. It's a 15-foot fast sink. It's type 6. So you cast this thing up against the bank, give it one strip, boom, gets down there, gets in the face of the fish. If for some reason they're not generating but you still want a streamer fish, Predator. One of my favorite absolute lines out there. This happens to be the intermediate version. So the Predator line, they're designed to be a little bit heavier than normal fly line. I think they're actually like 1.5 times heavier. They've got a little bit of a shorter front taper, so great turnover, but they also have a little bit of a rear taper, a little bit more than the outbound lines. So you can have a little bit more control, false cast a little bit easier, but this is a great line to use. And with that intermediate head on here, this gets the fly just below the water column, but it doesn't sink so fast that you end up getting hung up in the rocks. Now, when you're building your leader system for these sink tips, don't worry about using a traditional 9-foot leader. What I like to do is I'd like to take a 6-foot, 20-pound big nasty, put a swivel in there, then add in my tippet. This leader setup allows you, one, to have really great turnover with those bigger flies. But the other thing is with that swivel setup, when you're throwing those bigger streamers, you don't have to worry about line twist. One of the absolute things that kind of a pain with streamer fishing is that if you got a lot of line on the deck and you're casting over and over and you got stuff with like articulated, you got stuff with rubber legs, you end up getting a lot of twist in your fly line. Putting a swivel in that leader setup helps to eliminate a lot of that. And cool thing is, just put some fluorocarbon on there. 20 pound is all. Just fish 20 pound. Don't worry about going anything smaller. That's going to get you down. All right. Now, if you're not throwing streamers and you're doing the normal setup there, then go ahead, pull out your normal leaders. 3X, 4X, 5X. This will be just fine. A lot of times you're fishing kind of a dual setup to where you've got a big, heavy weighted like Paragon on the bottom, some type of really heavy weighted jig fly for a nymph. And above that, you've got your bead rig. So 3X is a great way to go with that, and just carry a couple spools of tippet. You can always narrow this thing down, 4X, 5X, whatever you need. But make sure you got a couple indicators. You know, thingamabobbers are good. Oros are great. We carry those in the shop now. A lot of people are fans of those. Carry some loon split shot, and you'll be ready for anything you encounter on the White River this fall. If you have any questions, please reach out to us here at the shop. Love to help you out. We'll see you on the water.